Welcome to my YouTube channel, True Crime Stories. Wenjo is a city that glitters, skyscrapers, neon lights, and endless ambition. But beneath the glamour, shadows lurk and dreams can quickly turn to nightmares. Li Ling, known as Li Lu, came here chasing stardom in the fashion world. For a moment, she was a rising star, until she vanished, her face appearing on missing person posters instead of magazine covers. Her disappearance shattered the city's illusion of safety, forcing everyone to confront the darkness beneath the dazzle. This is the story of Li Lu, a dream pursued, a life lost, and the secrets Wenjo tried to hide. Li Lu wasn't born into luxury. She came from a small town fueled by ambition and talent. She worked relentlessly, turning heads on Wenjo's runways and inspiring thousands online. Her life looked perfect: beauty, success, and a growing fan base. But behind the scenes, she struggled with a toxic relationship with Zhang Wei, marked by jealousy and control. Friends saw the warning signs, but Li Lu kept her pain private. The collision of her public triumphs and private turmoil would soon have devastating consequences. Her story was about to take a tragic turn. December 4th began like any other for Li Lu, busy, bright, and full of plans. That evening, she agreed to meet Zhang Wei, her ex, after a last-minute call. Security cameras caught her getting into his brown Mazda. She was never seen alive again. When she missed a meeting and stopped answering her phone, friends grew alarmed. By morning, panic set in. Li Lu was missing. The last clue, the car, and the man behind the wheel. The search for Li Lu had begun, and Wenjo's dreamscape became a city gripped by fear. The nightmare was only beginning. News of Li Lu's disappearance exploded online. Her face and the hashtag Find Li Lu were everywhere. The city mobilized, volunteers searched, posters went up, and every brown Mazda became a lead. Social media turned Wenjo into a city of detectives desperate for answers. The police were flooded with tips, but sorting fact from rumor was a challenge. The community's response was overwhelming, showing how deeply Li Lu's story resonated. Her disappearance was no longer just a case, it was a cause. Wenjo's glamorous facade had cracked, revealing a city united in hope and fear. While the public searched the streets, police traced Li Lu's digital life. Her last call was with Zhang Wei, who quickly became the prime suspect. He claimed he dropped her off on a remote road after an argument, but his story didn't add up. Friends described him as possessive and volatile, a dangerous mix. Investigators dug into his digital footprint, tracking his car and phone movements. The data began to unravel his alibi, revealing a much darker truth. The digital ghost of Li Lu's final hours was leading police straight to her killer. Days passed with no sign of Li Lu, hope fading as the city mourned. But a breakthrough came. Zhang Wei's GPS showed a long stop in a remote mountainous area. Searchers combed the woods, finding Li Lu's shoe and a scrap of her coat. Nearby, they discovered her body, strangled and buried in a shallow grave. The city's hope turned to grief. The dream was over. For police, the evidence was clear. This was murder, and Zhang Wei was the prime suspect. The time for questions was over. Justice was closing in. Confronted with the evidence, Zhang Wei confessed. Jealousy and rage had driven him to kill Li Lu. Wenjo mourned, holding vigils and demanding change. Li Lu's story sparked a movement. Conversations about domestic violence, new campaigns for women's safety, and a city determined to protect its own. Her family created a scholarship in her name, helping other young women chase their dreams. Li Lu's life, though tragically short, became a beacon, her legacy a call to action. Her story is a warning. Behind the glamour, real lives are at stake. In Wenjo, Li Lu's light endures, reminding us to look out for one another and never ignore the shadows.